Welcome back to Rooted Grace Garden, your go-to for expert gardening tips, plant care, and creating beautiful, peaceful outdoor spaces. For zones 4 through 6, I highly recommend these 3 perfect low-water plants: Creeping Thyme, Catmint, and Yellow Yarrow. Have you ever looked at your water bill in July and just wanted to cry? Or maybe you've spent hundreds on hardy plants only to have them give up the ghost during a late spring freeze. In zones 4 through 6, we deal with a unique kind of garden stress. We have the dry, thin air, the intense UV rays, and winters that can drop to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's the good news. You don't have to choose between a beautiful yard and a low water bill. Today, I'm sharing my big 3, the 3 absolute workhorses of the low-water garden that will turn your yard into a lush, pollinator-friendly sanctuary with almost zero effort on your part. First up is my favorite lawn alternative, Creeping Thyme. If you're tired of mowing, this is your new best friend. In zones 4 to 6, we need ground covers that can handle heaving. That's when the ground freezes and thaws repeatedly. Thyme's root system is incredibly resilient to this. Why it's a winner? It's a steppable. You can actually walk on this. In fact, when you do, it releases this incredible herbal aroma. It blooms for weeks in early summer, providing a massive nectar source for tiny native bees that other flowers might miss. One pro tip for my Zone 4 gardeners: ensure you have good snow cover or a light mulch of pine needles in winter. Thyme is evergreen, but that harsh winter wind can sometimes freeze dry the leaves if they aren't protected. But come spring, it bounces back better than ever. Next is the plant that every low-water garden needs for shelf appeal, catmint. Now, don't confuse this with the messy catnip that makes your feline friends go crazy. We're talking about varieties like Walker's Low or Junior Walker. The Zone 4 to 6 benefit. Catmint is basically bulletproof. It's deer-resistant and rabbit-resistant because of its scented foliage. In our zones, where wildlife often comes looking for a snack in the dry season, this is a lifesaver. It starts blooming in late spring and just keeps going. If it starts to look a little floppy in July, just give it a haircut, shear it back by half, and it will flush out with a second round of blooms that last until the first hard frost. Finally, we need height and structure, and nothing beats Yellow Yarrow. While Creeping Thyme stays low and Catmint stays mid-range, Yarrow gives us those beautiful plateau flowers that stand 2 to 3 feet tall. Why it works here: Yarrow is a pioneer plant. It actually prefers poor soil. If you give it too much fertilizer or too much water, it actually gets lazy and falls over. In the rocky or sandy soils common in zones 4 to 6, it stands tall and proud. The Coronation Gold or Moonshine varieties are my go-tos. They are magnets for butterflies and hoverflies, which are the good guys that eat the aphids in your garden. Plus, the dried flower heads look stunning in the winter against a backdrop of snow. See you in the next video. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below for more simple gardening tips and beautiful garden ideas.